Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. The Council of Elders, the traditional rulers, the religious council, all the stakeholders you can think of that is non-political, non-partisan in politics, have this are political in their ways, have decided to come together in the whole of the Southeast once and for all to tackle this. Their agenda is big. Their agenda is strong. They have released the press release and are directing it to all and sundry, including the president of Nigeria. In their press release is the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the case of Ipob, the peace in Southeast, and everything that requires security and what is going on exactly as at now in Southeast, especially when it comes to Anambra State election. A lot of them, they all encompass and they are asking for these things. 9 agenda and all of them duly signed and waiting for approval of the presidency. Before we go to the newspaper to find out exactly what it is, they are demanding for quite a huge demand, but it's not impossible. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's go straight into the news. This is a press release. Gentlemen of the press, Number 1, we, the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and the representatives of Igbo archbishops and bishops, note with deep concern the high level of insecurity and socio-economic disruption in Southeast zone of Nigeria. This has deepened the hardship being faced by the citizens and rendered prostrate the socio-political and economic lives of our people. 2, flowing from similar initiatives taken to bring peace to other troubled parts of the country, we urge the federal government and other stakeholders to explore dialogue and negotiation in resolving critical issues that threaten national unity, cohesion, and development. 3, accordingly, we refer to our earlier request for the release of Nnamdi Kanu to the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and the representatives of Igbo archbishops and bishops, and restate this call even more strongly. We are of the firm belief that this act of courage and statesmanship is not only imperative, but will speedily de-escalate the heightened state of insecurity and dislocation in the Southeast zone. 4, we also urge President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, and the federal government to take immediate steps to deproscribe the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and release all IPOB members being held in various detention facilities in Nigeria. Strong demand. Number 5, we call on the federal government to take urgent steps to demilitarize the Southeast zone, more so as it has become apparent that a continued military siege on the region can only lead to heightened tension, skirmishes, and endless bloodletting between the security agencies and our youth. It has become urgent, imperative, and compelling to de-emphasize the military option and move towards finding a political solution that will lead to sustainable peace. Number 6, we assert that heightened inequality and marginalization remain at the core of youth restiveness in our region. We urge our apex national leadership to note that until it takes deliberate steps to run government on the basis of fairness, equity, justice, and non-discrimination, this restiveness is likely to continue. We shall respectfully seek audience with Mr. President to discuss these issues in exploring political solution and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Number 7, on our part, we assure our youth that we have heard their cries of marginalization, injustice, and long suffering. As concerned parents, we feel your pain. However, we urge you to de-escalate the tension and remain law-abiding to enable us to engage, especially the federal government, in finding a lasting solution to the crisis. Number 8, consistent with the above, we urge the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, not to do anything that will hinder or be seen to be hindering the smooth running of the forthcoming governorship election in Anambra State and to cancel all shadow sit-at-home orders as these have already caused untold hardship for our people. Number 9. Finally, we call on all candidates in the forthcoming Anambra State governorship election to eschew violence and commit to free, fair, and credible election. For avoidance of doubt, it was signed by HM, that's His Royal Highness Igwe Charles Nkwumah, Chairman, Ebonyi State Traditional Rulers Council, and Chairman, Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers. Also signed by HM Eze Joseph N. Nwabike, Chairman, Abia State Traditional Rulers Council. Also signed by HM Obi Nnaemeka Achebe, CFR, Chairman, Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council. Also signed by HM Igwe, Ambassador LOC Ogubuzu OON, Chairman, Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council. Also signed by HM Eze Dr. E.C. Okeke, Chairman, Imo State Traditional Rulers Council. Also signed by Most Reverend Dr. Anthony J.V. Obinna, Catholic Archbishop of Owerri. Most Reverend Dr. Emmanuel O. Chukwuma, OON, Anglican Archbishop of Enugu. Also signed by Most Reverend Dr. Chibuzo R. Oboko, TFG DOB JP, Methodist Archbishop of Umuahia. Also signed by Most Reverend Dr. Valerian M. Okeke, Catholic Archbishop of Onitsha. Also signed by Most Reverend Dr. Umar A. Onwunta, past Principal Clerk, Presbyterian Church, Nigeria. Also signed by Bishop Obi Onugbu, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria. Also signed by Reverend Dr. Abraham Nwale, Chairman Kan Southeast Zone. You have heard it all. You have heard what they are saying. These guys are no more joking because their lives have become a thing that they have realized that this whole issue is no longer propaganda. If it was propaganda before, the youth have decided to wake them up from their slumber, and they have realized that if they will not talk because they are suing peace, the youth have decided to take their future in their own hands so that they don't continue the same process that have brought them this way. And they are pleading with the federal government. They are pleading with the presidency, pleading with stakeholders, IPOB, every person here involved to please calm their nerves, that they're working on something. And they are pleading most especially the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the deproscription of IPOB so that peace may reign once again in Southeast. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. Also take this is definitely a big one.